comfort sleep story. Imagine yourself settling comfortably into a warm, soft bed beneath the gentle slope of an old attic roof. Rain taps delicately on the window, creating a peaceful rhythm as you snuggle under a cozy blanket. Above you, a small window reveals glittering stars scattered across the dark night sky. With every quiet breath, feel the world slow down. Tonight, I'll softly guide you through the constellations, sharing gentle tales and soothing secrets of the stars, all in calming whispers. Let the hushed stories and tranquil sounds wrap you in comfort, easing away any lingering worries. Allow the quiet magic of the night to help you relax deeply and drift effortlessly into peaceful, restful sleep. Are you ready? Let's begin our dreamy journey among the stars. Chapter 1. The Magic of the Attic and the Night Sky. The attic was a special place, cozy, quiet, and filled with gentle nostalgia. Its wooden beams creaked softly with age, and the small window at the end of the room looked out onto a vast expanse of night sky. Outside, rain tapped rhythmically against the glass, each drop creating a soothing patter that seemed to weave itself into the quiet hum of the evening. Inside, soft blankets and fluffy pillows made an inviting nest, perfect for settling down after a long day. As you curl up in this peaceful attic space, you might notice how calming it feels just to be there. The gentle rain outside acts like nature's lullaby, washing away worries and filling your mind with serenity. The dim light from a small lamp casts a warm glow over everything, a perfect setting for relaxation. Here in this attic sanctuary, time seems to slow down. Every sound is soft and reassuring. Imagine leaning back against a pile of cushions or lying on your side under a cozy blanket. Your eyes drift towards the tiny window where the night sky begins to reveal its treasures, stars twinkling like tiny diamonds scattered across velvet blackness. It's as if you are peering into an endless universe just beyond reach but close enough to feel connected. This moment, the peaceful stillness combined with that magical view, is designed to prepare your mind for sleep. It's an invitation to breathe deeply and let go of any tension you've carried throughout the day. In this quiet space within your imagination, your very own stargazing attic, you can begin to relax fully. The atmosphere here isn't hurried or overstimulating. Instead, it encourages calmness and tranquility. As you settle into this scene in your mind's eye, remember that such environments are known for their ability to foster restful sleep. When our bodies feel safe and our minds feel at peace, like they do in this cozy attic, the transition from wakefulness to rest becomes smooth and natural. The sound of rain continuing its gentle tap on the windows becomes almost meditative, a rhythmic reminder that everything in nature moves gently along its path. You might find yourself noticing how each droplet slides down glass or splashes softly onto leaves outside, all part of this calming symphony that lulls you further into comfort. Now imagine yourself looking out through that little window once more. Behind glass streaked slightly by raindrops glistening in moonlight, stars begin emerging one by one across the darkened sky. Perhaps there's Orion shining brightly or Cassiopeia forming her distinctive W shape overhead, each constellation unfolding stories written among those distant points of light. In many cultures around the world, people have looked up at these star patterns for centuries, not only as navigation aids but also as sources of stories and meaning passed down through generations. These tales about gods or heroes or animals inspire wonder without overwhelming us. They serve as gentle bedtime stories written in shimmering stars. As you gaze upward now, allow yourself to imagine these constellations whispering their secrets softly. Tales about brave hunters chasing after celestial beasts or wise queens watching over us from above, all told quietly by stars themselves so they won't disturb anyone resting below. This storytelling through stars isn't just entertaining, it helps create a feeling of connection to something larger than ourselves, and nurtures awe without excitement overloads that can keep us awake longer than intended. These stories act like lullabies made not of song but light, calming threads woven into our dreams before we even fall asleep. And just as these starry tales are soothing guides for bedtime silence, they're best enjoyed slowly. No need to rush through them or try too hard to understand every detail right now. Instead, let each story drift over you naturally, as if carried on a gentle breeze mixing with rain. And find comfort in knowing that these constellations are always there watching quietly over sleepers beneath their shimmering glow. Remember how peaceful it feels when your eyes scan those distant lights. How easy it is to let thoughts fade away as peace settles deeper inside. This is exactly what makes gazing at stars so effective before sleep. It draws attention outward, from worries inside, to endless wonder outside, from noise within, to silent beauty beyond reach yet close enough for hearts and minds alike. So take another deep breath here in your cozy attic retreat, the scent of rain mixed with faint wood smoke, or simply enjoy listening again to those soft raindrops falling outside, and allow your mind gradually to enter this tranquil state where imagination meets calmness. In doing so, you're not only preparing physically for rest, but also nurturing mental serenity, creating space within yourself where peaceful dreams can flourish. Because when we set aside daily worries, when we embrace quiet moments like these beneath starry skies, we give ourselves permission to drift gently into sleep, restored, refreshed, ready for whatever tomorrow may bring. And all begins here, in your special attic sanctuary, with simple sights, gentle sounds, and whispered stories written among countless stars shining silently above. Chapter 2. Exploring constellations in the quiet hush of the evening. As the rain taps softly on the attic window pane, a gentle magic begins to settle over the cozy space. The attic is a special place, filled with memories wrapped in dust and warmth, where every creak of the wooden floorboards and every whisper of wind outside seems to invite calm and wonder. Here, beneath a fragile roof that shields you from the world's hurried pace, you can feel yourself slow down. It's as if time itself takes a gentle breath, allowing you to breathe more deeply and relax fully. Peering through that small attic window is like peeking into another universe, a tiny portal opening up to a vast sky bursting with stars. Outside, the night stretches endlessly, dotted with shimmering points of light that seem close enough to touch. As you settle into your favorite spot, perhaps curled up on an old quilt or resting against a soft cushion, you begin to notice how peaceful everything feels. The soft patter of rain acts like nature's lullaby, blending seamlessly with your quiet thoughts. This chapter invites you into this tranquil scene, the magic of stargazing from your cozy attic sanctuary, and encourages you to imagine what secrets lie beyond those twinkling stars. Because within this peaceful place, stories written in stars come alive, stories that gently guide your mind towards restful sleep while filling it with wonder rather than worry. Imagine looking out your attic window now. The sky above is dark but luminous. Clouds drift slowly across it in wisps of silver gray. Among these clouds are constellations waiting patiently for discovery, patterns that have fascinated humans for thousands of years. Each constellation has its own story, a legend spun from ancient times or mythical characters brought to life by imagination. As you gaze upward into this celestial tapestry, think about Orion, the mighty hunter whose bright belt makes him easy to find among the stars. Picture him standing tall against the velvet night sky, his sword hanging at his side as he hunts across countless nights. Or perhaps you've noticed Cassiopeia, the queen sitting proudly on her throne in her distinctive W shape, her story reminding us how beauty and pride can be woven into tales that span generations. Each star pattern becomes more than just dots on an endless canvas. They transform into stories whispered softly by distant ancestors who looked up long before us. Stories meant not just for children but for anyone willing to listen quietly beneath their glow. In this gentle moment, consider how these stories help create a sense of connection to history, nature, and most importantly, to oneself. When we learn about these constellations and their myths before bedtime, we're gently reminded that we are part of something much larger than our daily worries or fleeting concerns. Now imagine these stories being told softly, by someone who knows how comforting a hushed voice can be when sharing tales under starry skies. This isn't storytelling meant to excite or overstimulate. It's lullabies woven from words, a calming cadence designed specifically for winding down after busy days filled with noise and activity. In many cultures around the world, from ancient Greece to indigenous traditions, the stars have served as guides during difficult times or as symbols reminding us of hope amidst darkness. These stories help us feel less alone when night falls because they offer familiar images and gentle lessons wrapped in poetic language. Let's consider one such tale, the story of Cygnus, the swan flying high among shimmering constellations tonight. Picture her graceful wings spreading wide across the dark sky as she glides effortlessly through space, a bird representing purity and serenity. Long ago people believed Cygnus carried messages between worlds or watched over travelers crossing uncharted waters at night. By imagining her soaring overhead while listening quietly. That simple act connects us momentarily with ancient storytellers who saw meaning in our flight. We foster feelings of peace and trust within ourselves. And here lies one reason why focusing on these star stories before sleep is so effective. They're soothing narratives rooted in familiarity yet full of wonder. They anchor our minds away from stressors toward calm contemplation instead. As you continue gazing at your celestial companions tonight, even if only through imagination, you might feel your eyelids grow heavier because these tales serve not only as entertainment but also as gentle anchors pulling mental energies inward toward tranquility. The beauty isn't only in what lies outside but also within ourselves, and our capacity for awe and reflection nurtured by quiet storytelling under starlit skies inside our personal attic sanctuaries. So take a deep breath now, imagine yourself nestled comfortably beneath those twinkling constellations, and let each story seep gently into your consciousness like warm honey melting slowly over bread at dusk. Remember, each constellation holds its own peaceful mystery waiting patiently until you're ready to become part of its legend, and drift off peacefully amid whispers carried softly by rain's lullaby outside your attic window. Because tomorrow promises new adventures among other stars, but tonight is yours alone. Time spent gazing upward where stories written in light guide hearts toward restful dreams. Chapter 3. Whispered nighttime secrets in the quiet, cozy space of the attic, where soft shadows dance across aged wooden beams and gentle moonlight filters through a small, dusty window. Calmness settles like a warm blanket. It's a place where worries from the day seem to melt away, replaced by a gentle hum of tranquility. As you settle into this peaceful nook, you might notice how your breathing slows naturally, each breath soft and steady, almost as if the attic itself is whispering lullabies just for you. Tonight, let's focus on the calming sounds that fill this attic sanctuary, the whispered voices that carry stories written in stars and secrets held by the night sky. These whispers aren't loud or hurried, they are gentle breezes of sound that drift softly through the air, like leaves rustling on a quiet autumn evening. Their purpose is simple, to guide your mind into serenity and prepare you for restful sleep. Imagine sitting comfortably in an armchair or lying down on a plush rug spread across the wooden floor. The rain outside taps softly against the roof and windows, a comforting rhythm that matches your heartbeat. The distant pitter-patter of raindrops creates a soothing backdrop, a natural lullaby that blends seamlessly with the whispered stories floating in your mind. Close your eyes briefly. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling it expand gently, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Let all tension dissolve as you listen to these hushed tones, the quiet voice of someone sharing star stories just for you. These whispers are like secrets shared between trusted friends. They hold no rush or urgency, but instead offer comfort and reassurance. The power of calm narration lies in its ability to ease our minds from chaos to calmness. When someone speaks softly about constellations or stars twinkling overhead, it's as if they're wrapping us in an invisible cocoon of peace. It's not about startling surprises or loud excitement, but about inviting gentle wonder and quiet reflection. As each story unfolds, with words spoken in tender whispers, you begin to feel more connected to something larger than yourself, those shimmering patterns high above us called constellations. They're like celestial puzzles waiting patiently for us to notice their shapes and legends. The act of listening quietly helps us shift our focus from daily worries, things we cannot control, to timeless tales woven into cosmic fabric. Sometimes these stories are simple, Orion hunting with his mighty bow, Cassiopeia sitting proudly on her throne, Ursa Major guiding travelers home at night. Other times, they carry lessons, stories about hope shining brighter than stars or patience glowing steadily even when clouds hide their light temporarily. But whether complex or straightforward, each star story acts as an anchor, a gentle reminder that life continues beyond immediate concerns, that there is order amidst chaos and beauty even amid darkness. Listening closely allows us to tap into this sense of wonder without overloading our minds with too much information before sleep. Now picture how these whispering voices can do more than tell stories. They can also serve as calming anchors during moments when racing thoughts threaten to disturb our peace. Remember, they say softly, the stars are always there, even if unseen right now. Or perhaps, let go of today's worries, they'll still be here tomorrow. These words act like soothing waves washing over turbulent waters within us, helping release lingering stress or tension. In this tranquil moment, where rain taps gently outside and star stories drift softly inside, you have permission simply to breathe deeply and let go further still. Imagine each worry slipping away like leaves carried downstream by a quiet stream. Imagine each tense muscle relaxing as if melting into comfort beneath starlit skies within your very own attic sanctuary. Sometimes employing visualizations enhances this calming effect even more. Picture raindrops washing away stress from your shoulders, and vision stars twinkling brighter as cares fade behind them. Imagine yourself surrounded by peaceful silence broken only by hushed whispers sharing celestial secrets meant only for you tonight. This practice isn't just about momentary relaxation. It's about creating an ongoing habit that prepares our bodies and minds for sleep every night within this comforting space called Stargazing in the Attic. Whispered Sleep Story Style, a place where storytelling becomes more than entertainment. It becomes medicine for tired hearts seeking restfulness. To deepen this sense of calm further, consider incorporating small rituals before bedtime, perhaps lighting a soft candle, or imagining one, playing gentle ambient sounds reminiscent of rain outside. Whatever makes you feel safe and serene enough to listen closely while allowing all other distractions fade away gradually. Remember also how important it is not just what we hear but how we hear it. The tone matters greatly. Gentle voices speak not with force but with kindness. Their words flow smoothly like honey streams, nourishing weary spirits ready for slumber's embrace. In time, these whispered bedtime tales become familiar companions, familiar lullabies sung quietly within our minds amid starry nights under attic roofs far from city noise. A private universe crafted solely for restful transition from wakefulness into dreams filled with tranquility yet vibrant imagination nurtures hopefulness even during deepest slumber phases. So tonight, and every night, you may choose simply to sit here amidst soft sounds surrounded by comforting darkness while listening quietly. Or perhaps silently imagining those shimmering constellations above shining just enough so their stories can wash over you gently until sleep arrives effortlessly. As natural as rain falling outside or stars twinkling high overhead in silent harmony with your breathing patterns. Within this sacred space, the attic filled with warmth, and under infinite skies lying beyond its tiny window, you hold within yourself all needed ingredients for peaceful nights ahead. Calmness layered upon calmness wrapped around serenity woven seamlessly together through whispered voices. A gentle bridge guiding you toward restorative rest whenever sleep seems elusive or restless thoughts linger too long at bedtime. And so remember, in Stargazing in the Attic, whispered sleep story style, we find peace not only through what we see but also through what we hear, and tender whispers shared quietly under starry skies, to help release stress so dreams may come soon afterward. Chapter 4, Letting Go of Daytime Stress. As the rain continues to tap softly against the attic window, a gentle hush settles over the space. The cozy attic feels like a hidden sanctuary, a quiet refuge where worries melt away, replaced by peaceful anticipation. Outside, the night sky begins to shimmer with countless stars, each one twinkling as if sharing a secret just for you. This moment is a perfect opportunity to let go of all the stress and embrace calmness under the starry canopy. Imagine yourself sitting comfortably in an armchair or lying softly on a plush blanket spread across the attic floor. The air is cool but welcoming, filled with a sense of serenity that makes your eyelids grow heavy. You might notice how every sound, the rain's gentle drumming and perhaps distant hoots of an owl, adds to this peaceful symphony that lulls your mind into stillness. Here in this special place, you're safe, all worries are left outside and replaced with quiet comfort. Now, close your eyes for a moment and picture those tiny droplets of rain washing over everything outside, washing away any tension clinging inside you. Visualize each raindrop as a tiny messenger carrying away your cares, work stress, busy thoughts, or anything weighing heavily on your heart. As they fall gently onto leaves and rooftops, imagine them dissolving into nothingness, leaving behind only calm. Turning your attention upward through that small attic window again, notice how the stars seem to shimmer more brightly now that you've paused to breathe deeply. Think about how they've been shining down for thousands of years, even long before you arrived here tonight, and how their steady glow offers reassurance that some things endure beyond our daily worries. This is where natural imagery becomes powerful, using what we see and hear from nature to help our minds unwind. When we focus on these tranquil scenes, the rain washing worries away or stars twinkling their silent stories, we create mental pathways toward peace. Consider taking slow, deep breaths now, inhaling gently through your nose as if drawing in cool night air, then exhaling softly through your mouth as if releasing any remaining tension. With each breath, imagine yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, a sensation like settling into soft bedding after a long day. As you breathe out stress with every exhale, remind yourself that it's perfectly okay not to have all answers right now, that rest is simply about being present with what is here in this moment. Peaceful silence and gentle light from above. In this tranquil state, think about how natural elements, the calming rain and shimmering stars, serve as symbols for emotional release. Visualize those raindrops washing down feelings of anxiety or frustration. See each worry dissolve as if carried away by water's flow towards some distant river or sea. Feel lighter already just imagining it. Then turn your gaze back outward beyond those cloud-lit skies. Imagine placing all remaining tensions among the stars themselves. Tiny specks of light holding stories of ancient worlds and silent dreams waiting patiently for you to discover them someday when you're ready. Remember that these images aren't just beautiful, they serve as tools helping us let go naturally without force or effort. By focusing on serene sights such as falling rain or glowing constellations, we allow ourselves permission to relax fully, to surrender peacefully into sleep when our body signals it's time. Now take another deep breath, inhalation filling you with calm, exhalation releasing lingering worries, and gently bring awareness back toward your body resting comfortably here in this attic space. Feel support beneath you, notice any sensations, warmth from blankets or coolness from open windows, and recognize how these physical feelings align with emotional tranquility fostered by nature's quiet rhythm outside. To deepen this sense of peace further still, silently repeat comforting phrases inside your mind. For example, I am safe, the night brings rest, stars guide me toward serenity. Let these words become soft whispers echoing within like lullabies carried on gentle breezes beneath starry skies. Remember also that creating routines around these calming images can strengthen their soothing power over time. Perhaps tomorrow night, or whenever bedtime arrives, you might revisit similar scenes in thought before sleep, picturing rain streaming down glass panes while listening quietly, observing constellations dancing overhead, whispering gentle stories about their origins, all designed solely for relaxation rather than stimulation. And doing so regularly, as part of what could be called stargazing in your attic, you'll nurture an inner world filled with comfort and tranquility. A personal retreat built upon natural beauty and quiet reflection rather than noise or hurried activity. This sanctuary can be accessed anytime during stressful moments when peace feels distant but longing remains strong enough within to guide us back home. To restful sleep rooted firmly within ourselves yet inspired by endless skies above us. So now, take one final deep breath, hold it briefly, then slowly exhale everything out, allowing yourself complete permission to relax fully into sleep whenever you're ready. For within this sacred space, the cozy attic under starry nights, you've created a gentle bridge between waking life stresses and restful dreams awaiting just beyond reach. Now let go completely and drift peacefully into sleep's embrace, knowing tomorrow will greet you refreshed, with new wonder inspired by the same everlasting sky shining quietly overhead tonight. Chapter 5. Drifting into sleep as the night deepens and the gentle sound of rain continues to tap softly against the attic window. It's time to bring together everything we've explored so far. This is where all the calming elements, cozy surroundings, star stories, whispering voices, come together in a harmonious dance that guides you effortlessly into a peaceful sleep. Welcome to the final chapter, Drifting into Sleep, the power of gentle bedtime rituals. Imagine yourself comfortably nestled in your attic sanctuary. The room is warm and quiet, lit only by the faint glow of moonlight filtering through the small window. Outside, rain continues its gentle rhythm, creating a soft lullaby that complements your breathing. You've already journeyed through tales of constellations and whispered calming stories. Now it's time to weave all these elements into a nightly ritual that signals your mind and body that rest is near. One of the most powerful ways to transition from wakefulness into sleep is through routine, regular habits that tell your brain it's time to relax and let go of today's worries. Think about how familiar rituals can act as gentle anchors, turning down lights at a certain hour, taking slow breaths before bed, or listening to soft stories under the stars in your imaginary attic space. These simple acts create consistency and comfort, making each night predictable in its peacefulness. Now let's focus on how you can craft this ritual around what you've already learned. Storytelling inspired by stars and rain, whispered softly so they become like lullabies sung just for you. Begin by setting aside a specific time each evening when you settle into your cozy spot in the attic. Maybe it's after dinner or once everyone else has gone quiet. The key is consistency so your mind begins associating this moment with calmness. Start with some deep breaths to slow down your heart rate and ease tension in your muscles. Inhale slowly through your nose as if drawing in fresh mountain air. Hold for a moment at the top, then exhale gently through pursed lips as if blowing out birthday candles or releasing stress from your shoulders. Repeat this several times until you feel more relaxed. Next comes turning on soft lighting, perhaps a small lamp or candle, and settling comfortably into an inviting space filled with pillows or blankets reminiscent of an attic nook. As you do so, recall those star stories we explored earlier, picturesque tales written across vast celestial skies, and allow them to drift back into your mind like gentle waves lapping at shorelines. Begin narrating one of these stories softly within yourself, or even aloud if you're comfortable, with hushed tones that mimic whispering secrets shared between friends under starlit skies. For example, far beyond where our eyes can see light twin stars called Gemini, they are like two playful children dancing across heaven's canvas. Let each story unfold slowly. Don't rush through details, but savor them as if they are delicate treasures meant only for tonight's journey. As these stories flow gently within your thoughts, imagine their calming power washing over you like warm rain, easing away any remaining tension from daytime worries. The kind of stress that clings stubbornly during busy mornings but dissolves beneath peaceful night skies paired with soothing whispers. Incorporate imagery that resonates deeply. Picture raindrops falling softly outside as tiny bubbles carrying away anxious thoughts. Visualize each droplet washing over worries until they shimmer away like distant stars fading at dawn. Or imagine watching twinkling constellations shift slowly across the sky while clouds drift lazily past, a visual reminder that everything moves on naturally when given patience and care. This process isn't just about listening or imagining, it's about creating an environment where relaxation becomes second nature. A nightly invitation for peace to settle over you like a comforting blanket woven from memories of starry nights and rainy evenings spent dreaming safely beneath an attic roof. Another element worth incorporating is gentle affirmations embedded within these rituals, phrases spoken quietly inside or aloud such as I am safe, I am calm, sleep comes easily, or peace surrounds me. Repeating these affirmations fosters trust between mind and body, a reassuring message telling them it's okay to surrender fully into rest now. It can also help to establish physical cues linked with this bedtime routine. For instance, placing hands gently on chest during breath exercises or holding onto something meaningful nearby. A small keepsake from childhood or a cherished memento that signals it's time for sleep's embrace. Remember that consistency strengthens this ritual over time. Every night spent practicing these calming steps conditions both subconsciousness and consciousness alike. That bedtime isn't just about stopping activity but entering a sacred space where dreams await amid star-studded serenity. Eventually, after completing several rounds of storytelling combined with mindful breathing and soothing affirmations, as well as allowing yourself moments of silence, you'll notice feelings of heaviness settling into limbs, eyelids growing heavier despite initial resistance, thoughts becoming softer until they fade altogether like clouds dispersing after a rainstorm. When this happens, as often occurs naturally, you're ready to surrender fully into sleep's gentle arms under our imagined attic sky canopy. The beauty lies not merely in reaching sleep but in appreciating how creating such rituals transforms bedtime from hurried routines into sacred moments. A deliberate pause dedicated solely to nurturing peace within oneself before slipping peacefully into dreams filled with starlight reflections and tranquil adventures awaiting beyond waking hours. So tonight, and every night thereafter, embrace this powerfully simple yet profoundly effective practice. Gather yourself comfortably amidst cozy surroundings inspired by our attic sanctuary theme. Breathe deeply while whispering star stories softly, inwardly, or aloud. Visualize raindrops washing away lingering stress. Repeat calming affirmations quietly. Then allow natural tiredness guided by consistent nightly cues carry you effortlessly toward restful slumber enriched by tranquility cultivated step by step each evening under our shared canopy of stars shining bright above rain sound symphony below. Remember always, the magic isn't just found among twinkling constellations but also within yourself. The quiet strength built through daily acts dedicated entirely toward peace-saving routines crafted uniquely for you. And once you've established this loving pattern, rest assured each night will become more than just sleep. It will be an ongoing journey inward toward serenity where dreams blossom vividly yet peacefully beneath our eternal attic sky ceiling. Your personal universe waiting patiently for tomorrow's new adventures once dawn arrives again. Chapter 6. Embracing restful dreams in your attic sanctuary. As you settle into the quiet comfort of your attic sanctuary, a gentle stillness fills the space. The soft glow of a small lamp casts warm shadows on the wooden beams, and the familiar scent of aged paper and cozy blankets wraps around you like a gentle hug. Outside, rain taps softly on the window panes, each drop creating a rhythmic lullaby that soothes your mind further. This attic isn't just a room, it's a haven, a special place where dreams are nurtured under the vast canopy of stars. Imagine yourself nestled in this peaceful retreat, feeling the coolness of the night air through an open window, or perhaps simply gazing through your tiny attic window at the sky above. The rain creates tiny shimmering streaks as it slides down glass, blending with your thoughts and washing away any lingering worries. The sky is sprinkled with countless stars, bright pinpoints of light that seem to wink at you from afar. In this quiet moment, let yourself breathe deeply, inhaling calm and exhaling any tension. This chapter is about embracing that sense of restful tranquility, about carrying forward into your dreams what you've cultivated in this attic space, peace, wonder, and serenity. When you allow yourself to drift into sleep surrounded by these calming images and gentle sounds, you awaken refreshed, ready to explore dreams that feel like journeys through starry realms. The first step toward embracing restful dreams is grounding yourself in this tranquil environment. Close your eyes for a moment if it helps. Picture yourself wrapped in soft blankets while listening to the rain's lullaby. Feel how every raindrop seems to wash away not just dust from rooftops but also stress from your mind. Visualize those worries as dark clouds dispersing as they meet each shimmering raindrop, leaving behind clear skies filled with sparkling stars. Now imagine these stars as more than distant lights. They are stories waiting to be told within your mind's eye. Each star represents a cherished memory or an inspiring thought, gently flickering in harmony with your breathing rhythm. As you breathe in slowly and evenly, see each star glow brighter. As you exhale gently, imagine releasing any remaining tension into their twinkling light. Your attic becomes an enchanted space, a place where imagination opens wide like the night sky itself, and here lies an invitation. Let these stars guide you into peaceful dreaming. To deepen this experience, think about how natural imagery can serve as mental anchors for relaxation. Picture raindrops now falling softly onto leaves outside, their rhythmic tapping synchronized with your heartbeat, and visualize them washing over any residual stress or restless thoughts within you. As if each droplet carries away worry and brings clarity. Simultaneously, focus on those stars overhead. Their steady gleam reminds us that even during our busiest days or most chaotic moments, there exists constancy. A gentle assurance that calm will return when we pause long enough to look upward and listen inward. Remember that creating routines helps solidify these calming feelings over time. A nightly ritual might include sitting quietly by your attic window while listening to recorded whispers or soft music inspired by lullabies from distant lands. Each element designed to foster serenity before sleep takes hold fully. As part of this ritual, or simply as an ongoing practice, you can imagine yourself lying beneath an expansive night sky filled with countless shining points, all part of one grand universe connected by invisible threads of peace and love. In doing so, think about how our minds naturally respond to natural phenomena like rain or starlight. They evoke feelings of safety and wonder simultaneously. They remind us that we are part of something larger than ourselves, a universe vast yet welcoming, a comforting embrace during times when we seek rest or reassurance. So tonight, or whenever bedtime arrives, you might gently whisper words inside your mind. I release all that weighs me down, or peace flows through me like rain, or stars watch over my sleep. These whispered affirmations become acts of kindness toward yourself, gentle reminders that rest is deserved and healing awaits beyond waking hours. And finally, noticing how time seems to slow when immersed in such peaceful surroundings, you realize how important it is simply to allow yourself permission to let go fully into sleep without resistance or haste, because true rest comes when we accept its presence gracefully. Much like surrendering peacefully beneath a canopy embroidered with countless bright stars shining just for us. In closing this chapter, and perhaps beginning anew each night, you carry forward the knowledge that resting beneath starry skies isn't just about falling asleep. It's about transforming bedtime into sacred time designed for renewal. A nightly voyage within one's personal attic universe where dreams blossom amid whispers of rain and twinkling constellations guiding every step toward restful slumber and beyond, to awakening refreshed once more for new adventures awaiting in another day's dawn. Remember always, the magic happens not only outside among celestial wonders but within, in hearts willing to embrace calmness patiently until sleep enfolds them gently once again under their own personal starry heavens.